Chapter 2. Chinatown Hospital. So, what just happened did not leave us in a great situation. Oh, hey. Oh.
Thank goodness you're finally awake!
Finally.
I have spent the past 30 minutes calculating the odds of you being indefinitely incapacitated or immobilized.
Ooh.
I'm relieved to find my pessimism was misplaced and that you appear to be okay.
Alright. Yeah, I am. Are you okay? My head is killing me. What happened? Not so loud. Your voice is even more agonizing as usual. Or than usual.
Someone ambushed us at the apartment.
Oh.
After you collapsed, my power systems were jammed by whoever attacked us. It took me 2 minutes to reboot and call an ambulance. When we left, I noticed they had done the same thing to the NSFPD ROM that was standing post. It takes a lot of power to crash one of those, even temporarily. Serious military hardware like that is difficult to obtain, but that type of non-lethal electrical field would interrupt my systems as well. Likely a mil-spec neuro-scrambler.
Whoa. Who do you think did this? Why did they attack us and just leave?
If we walked in on them while they were searching the apartment for Hayden's files, I can understand them stunning us to make their escape. But the probability that they're actually after me, or rather the research behind my creation, seems high. Leaving me when I was so vulnerable makes no sense.
He was at his weakest. Who do you think did this?
I now believe my original hypothesis to have been correct. Hayden must have been kidnapped by a powerful organization looking to get control of his research. Trashing our apartment may have been a cover for the theft of the data cache we were looking for.
Maybe. Maybe they didn't recognize you. It's pretty distinct. Maybe they want you to lead them to the rest of Hayden's research. Maybe it was really someone unrelated.
A reasonable deduction. But if they don't yet have Hayden's research, we may still have time to rescue him before something really bad happens.
Did you see who hit us?
No, I didn't. They assaulted us from behind, and nothing showed up on my optics before I was disrupted. They either had cloaking of some kind, or were extraordinarily careful while making their way into the apartment. My optics, while not top of the line, are better than an off-the-shelf ROM's, and I should have been able to detect any thermal changes from someone being there. Oh, before I forget, here are your belongings. The nurses had me hold on to them for you until you awoke.
Oh, right on.
Here's your ID card. Don't lose this again. Here are those headphones you reviewed.
Sweet.
I noticed the article on your computer before. Good job getting published.
Thank you.
Oh, and here's your spoiled milk.
Hey.
Luckily, the hospital staff didn't find your carrying of a carton of spoiled milk around to be a cause for concern. And finally, here's your commemorative glass of water that you got from Alfie. Looks like it got broken.
No.
Now all we have is this broken commemorative glass. Also, your bag got wet.
No. It's because, I didn't drink the water. Maybe we should just throw the glass away.
You're right. You wouldn't want to cut yourself. Just let me know when you want to leave.
Excuse me. Are you talking about Hayden Weber?
Maybe? Oh. Oh, hey, dude.
Sorry for being a nosy Nancy. Hayden's an old friend of mine, and this sounded all too familiar.
Does it?
Has anything happened to him?
Well... Who are you? Were you listening to our conversation?
I hate to be the one to tell you, but privacy screens are hardly soundproof.
That's surprisingly fair.
However, if this situation concerns us both, perhaps we can help each other.
Who are you, though?
Of course, I've not yet introduced myself. My name is Dr. Yannick Fairlight, and I'm the founder and former CEO of System 1 Software, now owned by Parallax.
He is telling the truth, at least as far as I can intuit from information on the meshnet. And I do recall Hayden mentioning a Dr. Fairlight, at least once in passing at some point.
See, I don't bite.
He has a weird hair thing going on. Wait, it might just be his chair. It's a little hard to tell, considering that. Because he has the hard lines there, and then it kind of connects into the hair, so I can't really tell. It's a little hard to tell from here. Maybe.
I won't press you for details.
No, they move with him.
Perhaps
so
I could be
hair.
of some assistance.
A weird bit of facial hair going on there.
I remember my association with Hayden fondly, and I'd be happy to help in any way I can.
You said former.
Ah, yes. As I've mentioned, Parallax acquired my company, System 1 Software. I accepted a CTO position, and additionally served on Parallax's board for several years. The other directors and I had a difference of opinion about the direction the organization should take. The non-centralized data scheme for most ROMs used today seemed ludicrous at the time. We were playing with fire, dangerous, morally ambiguous fire, and well, we hadn't invented a bucket of water.
No.
So when Parallax's servers were destroyed by hobbyist hackers, well...
Oops.
Needless to say, it was a PR nightmare. Everything halted until we could get the damage fixed. And since the security work that goes into maintaining the integrity of near-impenetrable meshnet is astronomically expensive, we had our share of disagreements. In the end, I was voted off the board and they went on without me. Do I have hard feelings? Of course, who wouldn't? In the end, though, it really doesn't matter. I'm an old rich man with enough hobbies to last the next 2 decades.
How did you meet Hayden?
Hayden and I made our acquaintance when the two companies first underwent the merger. At the time, he was a young, hotshot researcher working in the search data correlation sector. He was assigned to find the best ways to integrate Parallax's own collection and analysis tools into System 1's LIPS operating system. He was a bit much to handle at times, honestly, but I admired his passion for the subject.
Do you know anything about his research?
His research? No, not so much. I remember at the time he had interest in advanced machine sapience. But that is the realm of science fiction.
Well...
He once showed me a prototype of his. She was quite clever, very convincing. but you could tell she did not contain the spark of life. I assume that you are another of his creations.
Yes, I am. I'm sorry, I didn't introduce myself. My name is Turing.
Manjoume.
Did you say she?
Ah, yes. She was quite insistent on that fact over the course of my conversation with her. Hayden said that she had picked out the color for her casing herself. Pastel pink.
Huh.
Still, I must assume you are far more advanced than she, if you're spearheading the search for your creator. Perhaps I should have had more faith in Hayden's little hobby.
Maybe.
Do you know what became of her, or where she might be now? Hayden has told me so little of his past research.
I'm sorry, Turing. It was a long time ago, and I'm afraid my memory is not what it used to be. If any of my contacts in Parallax make mention of your erstwhile sibling, I'll pass it on to you.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight.
Let me ask about something else.
Of course. Ask away.
What are you doing here?
The chair you find me in is an advanced diagnostic and life support run. Its development is one of my hobbies, so to speak. It monitors my vitals and administers medications as necessary to keep my body stable. I likely would have perished long ago without it, or at least would have been severely bedridden. It requires frequent maintenance, and I'm here to have it examined. There's a particular fellow at this hospital who is the only one I trust to run the correct diagnostics and fine-tune things to my exact needs. It's the same way you might get your car serviced, making sure everything's in check. It's too integral to my health to count on just luck. Unfortunately, many critically injured patients were rushed into surgery all at once. My appointment has been pushed back. The hospital administrators placed me here with a resting patient so as not to be disturbed by the chaos outside. I don't think they expected you to awaken quite as...
How can you help?
I can think of a few ways. I still have some contacts in Parallax and can put out some quiet feelers. Maybe they'll know something. I will admit, I don't have much to offer until there's more information. Is there anything you can tell me? I'd like to help in any way I can. What did you find at Hayden's apartment?
The first time we went, nothing. But when we went back to extract his computer's data cache, the place had been pillaged, and the human revolution had spray-painted slogans all over our walls.
Yeah, they did.
Hayden's computer was gone, and we were assaulted.
Yeah.
And now we're here, injured and losing our trail with each passing second. We're still frustratingly in the dark and running out of time. I fear Hayden is slipping out of reach. I am failing him.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I wish I could do more. Hayden's company was most enjoyable.
What do you want?
What do I want? It would be nice to be young again. Play the darling of the company. Court prince and pauper alike. But right now, someone I grew very fond of is in great danger. I simply wish to see Hayden home again, safe.
It's interesting speaking to you, Dr. Fairlight.
Turing, are you sure we should trust him? We should trust him. Turing, I don't think we should trust him.
I'll be blunt with you. You've uncovered a deeply unsettling mystery. I doubt this has a happy ending. My connections could prove more valuable to you and your safety than you realize. Rudeness aside, I only have the intention of helping my old friend.
It seems a bit unproductive to say no.
Now, if you're willing to hear me out, I think I might have a lead in mind for you two. You said you found human revolution slogans spray-painted on the walls?
Sure did.
I am acquaintances with the man leading the current human revolution protests at the Genus Clinic. His name is Brian Mulberry.
Mulberry.
After an introduction from me, he may be willing to shine some light on that particular event.
Are you involved with the human revolution?
No, not in this lifetime. Even if I so desired, I don't think they would approve much of my work.
That's fair.
While Mr. Mulberry and I were associated with each other once, it was before he joined the human revolution. I find their methodology too aggressive, and their stated goals dangerously backwards. While I pushed for careful deployment of technology after the Parallax System 1 merger, I am no caveman. After all, I'd likely be dead without the advanced technology that goes into this chair.
That's a good point. But, how do you know this Brian Mulberry?
Well, when I exited Parallax, I sought out like-minded individuals. We worked together to prevent a full deployment of the MeshNet system. Brian Mulberry was one such person. We did not succeed in our efforts, obviously. Come to think of it, that event might have been what prompted Brian to take a more radical stance against technology. But yes, our motivations aligned for one brief time, and I gained his respect from it. Hopefully, that can be useful for you.
Well, thank you.
I will send a message downstairs to my assistant, Leon Decker. He will hand you one of my cards to prove your association with me to Mr. Mulberry. Make sure you speak to him before you leave. In the meantime, I'll get in touch with some other individuals I know and try to find out any other information about Hayden that I might be able to pass on to you. I'll be in contact. It was a pleasure meeting you both.
We should get going, Turing.
Of course. Please, do not let me delay you any further. Good luck, Turing. I don't think Hayden's faith in you is misplaced. You are an impressive piece of technology.
Thank you, Dr. Fairlight. We'll be in touch. Should I call downstairs to have you discharged?
만져매.
Yes.
You are one lucky dog.
만져매.
What?
Didn't I tell you to be careful? Do you get it now? I can't be around to pull your ass out of the fire all the time anymore. I don't even know how I would have handled the Board of Inquiry or your sister if you'd actually been hurt.
I'm sorry, Detective Rivers. Our assailant got the drop on us due to my negligence and lack of technical prowess. This is all because of my failure. Blame me. It's my fault.
Sure, because the robot fresh off the assembly line is going to know how to handle this kind of thing better than the supposedly hard-boiled journalist you're carting around.
Well...
Well, To be honest, Detective Rivers, I think I'll tell you the whole truth, since my friend here trusts you. Keep it under your hat, though, metaphorically. I am no ordinary ROM, but actually a prototype designed to be the first fully sapient machine. I suspect creating me is the main factor behind Hayden's disappearance, beyond his day-to-day research for Parallax. My name is Turing.
Whew. Okay. Hi, Turing.
I do want to note, 100% when Turing's talking, the light on the DualShock 4 is blue. And when Lexi's talking, it looks to be more of a gray.
Well, that is a damn bigger problem than you first let on, huh, old pal?
Well,
The first machine sapient. People are gonna have things to say about that.
oh, yeah.
Especially the human revolution. Ugh. This is exactly what I wanted to avoid. You sure know how to get yourself dropped in the drink. Just get it together, both of you. I don't want you to get hurt, and it sounds like you're stumbling into a really dangerous situation.
Yeah, we are.
Plus, I'm starting to think that you are right. Someone higher up in the department is trying to delay any search into Hayden's disappearance. Here's the story. Apparently, the investigations you ran into this morning were about the lock on the apartment door being reported broken by a neighbor. The building couldn't reach Hayden, so they went ahead and got it fixed on their own, but the NSFPD sent a bot to check things out and guard the place for a while afterward, right? Standard procedure, treating it as a break-in. Have someone there for when Hayden shows up. Obviously, you and I know there's a bigger story. But when I filled out the missing person report, I was informed in no uncertain terms that I am to wait an entire 48 hours before I can upgrade the existing case. Why? Just on the off chance the door being busted and Hayden being missing are unrelated and my search screws something up for the completion of the break-in report. As if. There's a problem if you're so by the book you're getting paper cuts.
Ooh.
And that was before all of this happened. The chief's not happy about whoever took the bot out. That's who they're after now. They won't even care if Hayden never shows.
Today's
Jeez.
assault and the vandalization of our apartment will only make the entire situation more confusing and sensitive for the police.
There's too many moving parts to piece anything together, and it's not fun trying to argue with the bureaucrats that one thing happened over another. These little incidents of smashing shit and spray paint sound more like Froyo Stand 2.0 to them than a serious abduction.
I mean, it's probably the latter, but...
And I suppose I won't be very useful as a witness to the kidnapping without explaining the makeup of my being to the entire department, which will only scandalize things further. Darn it all.
Look, it's not being squashed completely, so I don't think anyone's been bought. But until there's undeniable proof Hayden was taken by force, they're gonna care more about the poor doorknob and some paint on the walls than him being missing. Which means somebody definitely has some influence. Enough to buy themselves time by forcing me to follow protocol to a T. Not that I will, but I'm gonna have to keep things quiet.
It sounds like it's going to be up to us.
Yeah, so stop messing around.
Manjoume.
There's certainly a story here, but if you keep botching your moves, you'll blow it. I'd really rather you not be involved at all, but I know that isn't going to happen at this point. I've got a bad feeling people are going to end up dead over this. I don't want you to be one of them, buddy. And I really don't want to be the one making that call to your sister. Please.
I'm sorry, Lexi. I'll be careful, I promise. I can handle myself, Lexi. Don't mother me. How about the other approach?
I know. Just here.
Ooh, a zapper.
Take this. Use it if you have to.
Is this the same thing we got hit with?
It's not. This is a medium-range electrolaser pistol. It
Okay.
It uses a low-power laser to create a channel of ionized gas to complete a circuit between the gun and the target, then discharges a considerable amount of current into the air. Think of it as a wireless taser of the older variety. This is a more suitable personal defense weapon, and it is legal to carry in Neo-SF without a license.
Good to know.
The neural scrambler we were attacked with uses a powerful electromagnetic field to disrupt electrical signals in the target's nervous system.
Jeez.
That's far more dangerous and prone to be permanently damaging to the target. You got lucky.
Oh.
I told you to get a weapon, but you didn't, so I picked it up on the way here. Be smart with it.
Oh, I'ma try. Thanks, I really won't need it.
Me either. I'll be in touch if I find anything out, but don't hold your breath. My superiors are gonna keep leaning on me to do nothing. Back to the grind, I guess. See ya. Stay safe.
Thank you for your time, Detective Rivers. You should talk to the receptionist and formally check out before we go anywhere. We should also look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Mr. Decker. He should be somewhere around.
Mysterious man, arresting woman. So, probably not that. We need to talk to a receptionist. Yeah.
Patient? My records indicate that you have been admitted for possible cranial trauma. You should currently be in your assigned bed, resting. While I am truly delighted to see that you have regained consciousness, I must insist that you return to your room to be examined by a medical professional immediately.
Listen here, you bucket of bolts. Just run my
I
paperwork
must
for my
insist
release.
that you remain for treatment. A doctor has not determined the full extent of your injuries, and you may have lasting damage to your nervous system.
Bummer. I insist.
Very well. I am prohibited by law from detaining you here against your will, patient. But you should note in your release paperwork that willful early termination of medical services releases this hospital and its parent company, ZHC, from legal liability should your condition persist or worsen outside of our care. Additionally, all test and medical data from your visit will be shared with our standard partners to help improve our services and offerings and to keep the price affordable. I am further required to inform you that this visit has expended the last of your year's governmentally mandated healthcare credits.
What was that middle part?
Lastly, you will be required to provide payment or proof of private insurance for any further visits for routine or emergency medical care.
No, it's almost the end of the year. Hopefully I won't
Please
need
take
it.
care to fill out all forms thoroughly and accurately. And do have a nice day.
Your medical billing makes me glad I'm synthetic. You should look for more paying journalism work before you get shot again.
Thank you.
Before we leave, we should look for Dr. Fairlight's assistant, Leon Decker.
Oh. I'm gonna guess it's this guy.
Hello, the name's Leon Decker. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Hello.
Fairlight messaged ahead that I needed to pass one of his cards on to you. Here. Thanks for taking your time with him. He really gets in one of his moods when the chair's getting fixed. The last gala he organized was full of unsavory types. He's probably happy to help folks whose pockets aren't deeper than their thoughts.
Ouch. Mind if I ask a few questions?
Yeah, boss said you'd have a few for me. I'm not really supposed to answer anything too private, but take your best shot.
What kind of work do you do for Dr. Fairlight?
Oh, mostly gopher work, to be honest. Started when I was just out of the military. I was looking for a gig from someone who wouldn't care that I was an army brat. North Korea made that hard. The old man pays me to guard his life, run a few errands for him, and play substitute arm candy at most of the charity galas.
What?
Not terribly exciting, but I've already had enough excitement to last me another 30 years.
Why do you think he's helping us?
You think sitting in that chair all day is very entertaining? You know, the old man's talked to me about the things he used to do in his glory days. I'm sure he told you about when he was the head of some big companies. He was cold, ambitious, and took down anyone with half a mind to get in his way. I think once he aged, he realized how lonely that kind of life can be. Helping people's the only way he can feel like he's still doing something. But hey, what do I know? I just spend all my time with him.
What's your story, though?
Probably not as exciting as you hope. I grew up in Montana, on a family farm. I didn't have my pa's farm hands, so I joined the military as soon as I could, like my grandpaps. Came home looking to do something a whole lot quieter for the rest of my life. I didn't know at the time how boring quiet could be. But hey, I'll take it over getting shot at.
Fair. Thank you, Leon.
No problem.
Manjoume.
I'll be around, if you know where to look. You have a good day now.
Well, we're free to leave. Why not head back home first, yes? I'm sure you'd like the chance to shower at least. For such a clean place, it sure seems to have left you feeling foul.
Here we are. Physically, mentally, and journalistically refreshed.
You look good. If you're feeling up for it, we should go find Tomcat and tell them about what happened.
Yeah, a lot's gone down.
They should still be waiting for us at Stardust. Let's not keep them waiting. Oh, by the way, while you were showering, I was able to replant your Crassula ovata.
Right on.
Don't forget to talk to it and give it some love. When I try talking to it, it doesn't even notice I'm there. Either way, our next move is Stardust.
Okay. Give it a good old talking to. Hey, little Welty, nice leaves.
Every bit will help in the end.
I sure hope so. Well, I guess that's all we have to do here. What can I do on here? Turn on sync, talk to the sync. Did somebody just lash out from the drain? Well, that should really be looked at, but what can you do?
Ready to head out?
Sure am. Alright, let's go. Let's go to Stardust. I don't think we need to show my ID again since we've done it
Welcome
once.
to Stardust.
Yeah. Hey, so new. Bearish bartender. Let's talk to him for a second.
Sorry, I don't think we've met before. I'm Gus.
No, but his color on the DualShock is kind of an orange.
You have a really cool ROM. How's Stardust treating you?
Meh, it's been good.
That's good, but we can do better than not bad. Let me know how we can help. Manjid may not have a memory for mixed drinks, but he loves listening to his patrons' problems. You'll have to let me or him know if you need any help. We try to run a tight ship around here.
Would you mind telling me about yourself?
Oh, there isn't much to tell, really. I came to Neo-SF from Arizona to finally live somewhere more thrilling. Majid needed someone good with numbers to handle back-of-the-house sort of stuff. So here I am. I didn't grow up in big cities like this. And I always loved listening to Majid's stories from the Bay. Everything is just so exciting.
Do you know anything about Hayden Weber?
Hayden? Oh, you're who Majid mentioned before, huh?
The very one and the same.
Oh, no, sorry. I've met him since he's a regular, but I've been out and about on business. Haven't seen him in weeks. I wish I could help more.
Something tells me you may not see him in more time. I'll let you know if, anything else I need.
Okay, I'm gonna get back to this, but don't feel bad if you need to interrupt me for something.
Right on. Thank you, Gus.
Sure thing. Enjoy the bar.
Okay, let's move over. There's a dude there. Tomcat. What up?
Hey, y'all. How goes the search?
Not so good. Not great. Hayden's apartment is ransacked and somebody stole their data cache.
Shit.
Right?
Can't say I saw that one coming. I figured that they'd nab anything they needed the first time they hit the place.
Unless it was someone else.
Huh. Any ideas who it could have been?
The walls had been spray painted with many grotesque human revolution slogans. It is possible that Hayden was targeted by the organization for his work at Parallax. While my development may have been a secret, he is rather well known for his work on virtual intelligence data. A layman would not understand the critical differences between myself and a VI, nor do I think the average human revolution member would care to make the distinction.
That's fair.
Equally likely, it is an effort to throw us off the trail of who's actually done this.
Either way, we're gonna check out the protests. Lights getting knocked out gave us the lead. We talked to Vanek Firelight. He offered to introduce us to someone in the Human Revolution.
What? Knocked out? Turret? What's that about? Are y'all okay?
Well, probably no long-lasting damage.
We were ambushed at the apartment and got hit with some kind of neural stunner.
Sounds bad.
We made it to the nearby hospital, and a Dr. Yannick Fairlight happened to be occupying the same room we were placed in.
The very one and the same.
Yannick Fairlight?
Yes.
Oh, I see. And?
We had a discussion with him about Hayden's situation, then came here. He was very kind to point us in the direction of the Human Revolution protest leader.
Well, shit. Things sure are getting more serious than I first thought. Y'all need to keep a sharp eye out. Being attacked means the bastards know you're looking now.
Okay, totally unrelated to anything else, but I hate whenever people say y'all. I just don't like it.
I'm confident in our ability to push on.
What do you know about Dr. Fairlight, Tomcat?
I can't say I know much about the man. Fairlight always was a bit of a shut-in, even back when he ran System 1, his old company. He didn't make any more public appearances after the merger between them and Parallax, but he was still working with them for 6 or so years past that. Nowadays, he shows up in the news once in a blue moon for some charity thing or another. But, well, it's all just rumor, but I've heard he holds a grudge about it hotter than the Clantons after the Earps.
What?
I'd take care to look this particular horse in the mouth real close if I was you.
Fair enough.
Good. Now to lighten the mood. While y'all were chasing your tails, I managed to find a way into the Parallax network.
Cool.
Once I'm in, I should be able to dig out Hayden's personal info file easily enough, including anything related to him on all security clearance levels.
Sweet.
If Parallax has anything on Hayden's situation, it'll be in there.
Fantastic, Tomcat. I knew Hayden's faith in you was not misplaced. How long do you think it will take you?
Well, that's where the rubber meets the road.
What? I mean, I've heard the
Parallax
term.
actually has considerably better net security than the last time we cracked in. I'm gonna need physical access.
Oh. Oh.
I've got a good idea where a node for us to slice into is, but it ain't exactly in a nice part of town.
Or would it be?
In fact, police have basically wrote it off as a lost cause.
Oh.
Not enough profit in it.
Lovely.
I know Jess has some contacts in that area.
Aw. Jess. Don't
She's
like
that
her.
girl that chewed you a new rear when y'all first came here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a tough sale, but she might be able to help y'all get in and out of that part of the city without ending up in a parts bin at an organ shop.
Wait, what? Why does Jess have contacts in that part of town?
You might not be able to tell, considering her viper's tongue and penchant for hitting the clubs harder than she's got any right to, but Jess is actually an attorney.
Huh.
She specializes in defending people in violation of the Human Protection Act and does almost all of her work pro bono.
Oh.
That's earned her a whole gaggle of pals amongst the hybrid community around
Gaggle.
here, as you might imagine.
Ooh, I bet.
Ain't no one gonna cross her in that part of town. Black market hybridization ain't exactly HPA compliant, if you catch my drift. And none of them ever know when they might need her to defend them in court.
Profit. It's really gone to shit since the police privatized.
Hey, we ain't got it that bad. I mean, at least our police force owns its own self. I hear down in San Jose, the richer neighborhoods have actually started hiring the gangs to protect their places. When even the rich folks can't get good police work, it's a sad state for everyone else.
Must be.
And the less said about LA, the better.
Oh. Fine, I guess I'll go gravel until she agrees to help.
That's the spirit.
Manjoume.
I need a little time to get all my tools together to slice into Parallax's network, but y'all keep me updated.
Will do.
Maybe y'all get lucky and find that data cache too.
I don't like that. Y'all. Ugh.
But I ain't gonna count on it. Jess is still hanging around here at Stardust, but I saw her head over to the VIP room. It's hybrid night, and she's a popular gal.
Oh, like that.
Please remember to play nice, or her friends will thump you something fierce. I'll send Jess a message letting her know that y'all are looking for some assistance, and we'll see what happens.
We'll stay in touch.
Sure thing, huh? I've got to head on out of here and get started on setting up the run. Just have turn, let me know when y'all are ready.
Nope, Tomcat's gone.
Oh, I see Jess over there behind some ropes. Let's go over and say hi to her.
Nope, we're going right to her. Oh.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, come on.
Look, I'm really trying to have a good time today, and the Human Revolution crud muffins have made that very hard for me. And your interrogation this morning took a bad day to worse.
I asked a few questions.
I asked around about you, Journo, and I don't have anything to say to you. The last thing I need is you prodding at me without telling me you're press. Besides, the VIP section is only for hybrids and friends on hybrid night, and no way am I vouching for you.
Oh.
Hey,
What?
bouncer! We got a capital A asshole over here.
You heard her. Let's go.
Alrighty then.
How rude. She didn't even give us a chance to explain ourselves.
And that's her character.
We have to get back in there and try to be reasonable. Surely she will see the importance of our task once we've explained everything. But that bouncer probably won't let us back in.
It's kind of a tall dude. Takes up nearly all the screen.
Perhaps we should try befriending someone nearby and convince them to vouch for us? It's a statistical long shot, but the worst case...
What up? Hey, have you checked out Mega Bobetter yet? Heard the machine was donated to Stardust recently, but it's been having problems since it got here. Something doesn't seem right once you get to the boss, you know? nothing there. Scan your ID to play. Give it a quick shot. Not super easy. Ah, ghost. Ghost. Ghost.
You died.
Aw.
Still though, not a terrible showing for a human without implants.
Thank you, I think. Yeah, it was a little awkward just with this. It's probably a bit easier using a real mouse or D-pad, joystick maybe. But we have a distant patron here. Give him a talking to. Sorry, kitty. Not quite ready to play the room yet. I'm gonna try and get another drink in me first. Maybe something a bit spicy. Come hit me up later. Focus, patron.
Give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay. Oh, we have another one. Right here. Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't feel like talking. It's been a long day. Maybe after a few drinks in me. Maybe I'll get something sour. So these are hints. So I'm guessing you can either get something spicy for him or something sour for her. And he just won't give us the time of day. So it would seem we just need to get a drink.
Hey, good to see you back. What can I do for you?
Oh. Well, I know I need a drink, so...
What are you having?
Okay. Now, there is a trophy for getting every single one, but I'm not going to waste your guys' time with that. And I know one drink that the girl likes. No. 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 Don't ask me how I know.
So many drinks these days.
Don't ask me how I know.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
Oh, I got this, sweetie.
Wait,
Sometimes I think I'm just holding up the bar rather than running it.
No, I just memorized all the drinks. You're better with the customers. This one is...
a tumbler of ice filled halfway with amaretto, and the remainder with heavy cream. Yep, for real, it's delicious.
Thank you, hon.
Yeah, sounds good.
Here you go.
Got some wiener juice, which is good enough. And we'll use our wiener juice, a nice refreshing wiener juice, on her.
Oh, that's nice, but I don't really like that, sorry.
Damn it, what? I swear I used that last time and it worked. She wants something sour. The other guy wants something spicy.
Hey, good to see you back.
Yeah, I swear that worked on my game. So...
What are you having?
What's in a TMF?
So many drink...
Dictionary, the Open...
Oh, I got this, sweetie. This one is...
Somebody once told me you had a boyfriend. Tastes like a life challenge.
Thank you, hon.
Sounds good.
Here you go.
Let's see if that works. I could have sworn the wiener juice worked. But, oh, let's see what happens.
Oh, that's nice, but I don't really like that. Sorry.
Darn it. This might actually be a minute.
Hey, good to see you back. What can I do for you?
Well, I need a drink. There was an easier
What are
way
you
of
having?
asking for drinks that'd be cool, but it seems like here I am.
Hey, hon.
This one is...
Rum, tea, and lime juice? Super spicy.
Thanks, son.
I don't think that's what I want.
Like what?
Sunshine Cloud, most sugar rush. That doesn't sound right either. Power play? Maybe power play.
Hey, hon.
Let's see what that is.
This one is...
A mild, long-lasting beer intended for a slow buzz inside a fancy cup. The side of the glass has an LED screen with a fun digital game. Take a drink every time you beat a level.
Thanks, son.
That's a gimmick drink if I've seen one. But not something
Like
that seems to help me. What is in a fucking hoodie
Hey,
bag?
hon. What?
This one is...
Mint flavor soda swing a gin. I think I don't know what to order. Not
Thank
helpful.
you, hon.
That's not gonna work.
Like what?
Okay, rusty nail.
Hey, hon. What's in that?
This one is...
Drambuie? A shelf scotch with biker bar on rocks. That doesn't seem to
Thanks,
be not
son.
very helpful either.
Like what?
Assy Spike?
Hey, hon. What's...
This one is...
Love that. Though I don't know how sour it is.
Thanks, son.
Nothing but sourness here. I have to
Like
think
what?
outside the box a little. Probably not Blue Boy. Fish flower. Tastes like orange.
Hey, hon.
Could be a
what's
little
in that?
sour. Oh, citrus.
This one is...
Champagne orange vodka. No, gosh. Tastes like orange.
Thank you, hon.
Maybe not.
Like what?
Spicy ginger. That might actually work for the dude.
Hey, hon. What?
This one is...
Lime. Well, maybe that'll work. Sour.
Rawr. Thank you, hon. Here you go.
That should be it. She wanted something sour. And we got something explicitly sour. As in the Whiskey Rita.
How did you know what I was planning on ordering? Well, at least keep me company while I drink it.
How'd I know? Ooh, feels like the fourth drink. Yes.
I'm Caitlin.
Hey. My name's Manjume. It seems like you were alone for a while.
I'm usually a lot more sociable. Things have just been rough today.
Care to tell me about it?
My brother's going through gene therapy. He still has to go in at least twice a week for health and maintenance. There are human revolution protesters outside the clinic, making it even harder for him. They're always outside, harassing anyone coming in. It's exhausting.
Sorry to hear it's been like that. I've been looking into the protest for an article I'm writing. Probably get bored and move on. Well, probably not that. I would probably say either that you're sorry that it's like that, or that you've been writing.
No one else lives around here, so I'm kind of all he's got. But it's not a big deal. He'll be done with the main set of treatments in a few weeks, and we'll be free of them. I just feel bad for everyone else they're messing with.
Yeah. He's lucky to have you. Sounds like in the home stretch, one of the sacrifices we make for free speech. Well, he's lucky to have you.
Aw, thanks a lot. I'm lucky to have him. So, there's plenty of people here. What made you want to talk with me?
I noticed you had an empty glass as against the rules. No one should be bummed at Stardust, and I had this drink.
Oh geez, this really is my favorite drink. I have to wake up early for class, but I'm at the club, so I guess I'm already too deep in.
Oh really? What are you studying?
Graphic design with a focus on advertising. I even get to do some local stuff. Trying not to brag, but the Zone 3 out on the bar is totally my doing.
Zone 3. Zone 3.
I have some really good client relationships locally, and there's so many interesting people too. Like you.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Questionable, but hey, let's do that.
Great, let's go.
Didn't I say to beat it?
Just beat it.
We're guests of Caitlin. She said we could join her.
All right. But it's on her if you can't stay out of trouble.
Hey. I like that she didn't question that part.
Hey! You have an incoming call, priority marked as urgent.
Cool.
Well, hope you come by again.
Excellent. Sorry for making up the call. I'm still getting used to the whole subterfuge thing you humans do. However, we can take another run at having a conversation with Jess. We have a dragon to slay. Onward!
Well, he's right. It's right. Turing's right. Alright. Talk to Jess.
And you're back.
Hey.
You know, as soon as I first saw you, I hoped you'd be dropped like a bad packet off the mesh net and I'd never have to see you ever again.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
So of course, I just got off the phone with Tomcat, practically begging me to help you out.
Tomcat's cool people.
You aren't so good at the long-term play thing, are you?
I think we got off to a bad start. We've only met one time. At least I'm not coughing up hairballs. Probably don't want to start a fight.
You mean you don't stick both feet in your mouth every time you talk to a hybrid? Surprising.
Ouch.
Let's just get one thing straight here.
Okay.
I'm only willing to talk to you because I owe Tomcat. I don't owe you shit.
Oh, alright.
So if you want my help, you gotta do something for me.
Fair enough.
If you got a problem with that, tough. My neighborhood, my help, my rules.
That's fine, I guess. Happy to help. What do you need? Sounds fair. Hey, Tomcat did say you were a charitable soul. I don't want to piss her off anymore.
I need you to break up those human revolution protests. The ones at the Genus Clinic on Market Street.
Alright.
I'd like this handled with some stealth. Not that I expect you to know what discreet means.
Ouch, but
Either
okay.
way, just get it done. I got clients in the middle of treatment cycles, and this media circus is making their lives difficult. That means it's making my life difficult. Let the bastards go march somewhere else. Like Washington. Not here.
Sounds like quite the catastrophe. No, it's none of my business, but you okay? You sound upset.
I'm just great.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
PT.
Oh.
My clients get harassed and beaten on the daily. I don't have the time or money to help them all, and I have jackasses like you bothering me on my one day off. So, you gonna braid my fur, and we can talk about all our problems and boys we like?
Braid your fur? You're not telling me something. I'm sorry, I just want to help, jeez.
You want to help? Don't treat hybrids like animals for living out their lives.
What?
Shit. All of this isn't even a choice for some of us. You want to know what my deal is? You really want me to get sappy?
I don't know.
Skin cancer.
Oh. Damn.
Stage 3. My prognosis was so advanced that the doc said my bones were already lost. So I had to do something drastic. Completely restart my biology from scratch. You ever seen someone with a severe gene splice? From something freaky, like an insect? That's where hybrid tech began, you know. Where my therapy started. You can't imagine what it's like to have children cry from just looking at you. When people just see you and sprint the other direction. I had police following me everywhere I went. I lost my apartment. I lost my dignity. Eventually, I was lucky enough to qualify for the cute kitty cat cure to override the expression of the chitin. It changed my life. I have my job and purpose because of it. The fur doesn't scare the rest of the world too much to let me exist. Better an otaku's fluffy wet dream than the monster from a horror VR drama from Japan. My mom still can't look at me straight. Not to get even mushier, but as a kid, she would sing me a song as she counted all the freckles on my face. She hasn't let that go. You know how your folks look at you when they figure out you finally had sex or did crash? It's like that. Crash. All the time.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Oh, now you're sorry. You haven't even heard the worst part yet.
Oh.
The amount of gene therapy I underwent exceeded the limit that the Human Protection Act allows for procreation.
Oh.
So yeah, the government freaking spayed me, if it all wasn't hilariously dark enough.
Oh, that sucks.
First I'm too ugly to look at, now I'm too screwed up to breed. Saving my own life forfeited my right to be a person. The Human Protection Act. Ha! Apparently protecting humans doesn't include me. Only genotypicals could live in this city and truly think they're the ones who need some protection the most. In any case, I had some clean eggs frozen and we'll whip them out whenever I'm ready.
Oh, well that's good.
Except keeping that shit on ice costs. And my insurance decided to just not pay up due to the elective nature of my feline gene therapy. So I took those bastards to court and won. And I've been doing the same thing for everybody else ever since.
Oh, that's good.
So, there you go. I got cancer, super science fixed me up and left me a freak, and then the government sterilized me so I wouldn't go out and make more little monsters.
Oh.
And everyone else gets to be the winner by default. Happy now? How's your savior complex doing? This is getting you off?
No wonder you're such a sour puss. I don't want to get hurt. I didn't know. You're not dead and you're still fighting.
Don't tell me you would have treated me better if you had. It's never true.
I mean, you'll never know.
I need honesty more than sympathy. You know? Break up those protests, and then we'll talk.
Alright. So we can go there. Are we going straight there? Guess we're going straight there. Oh.
Alright, it sounds like we know what we need to do next. Let's go to Market Street and break up those protests for Jess.
Alright. Still talk to this guy. Yeah, let's get him something spicy. Let's get that guy something. I didn't do that in my playthrough, so.
Hey, good to see you back. What can I do for you?
I need a drink.
What are you having?
Spicy jelly.
Hey, hun.
That sounds right.
This one is...
Sriracha. Fire with a hint of zest.
Rawr. Thank you, hun.
Rawr. Sounds good.
Here you go.
Spicy. Well, let's give it to this guy.
Well, look who has good taste.
Ah. Right on. Oh, that's a really cool gift.
I'm Sylvan. What's a
Hey.
wet drink like yourself doing here?
Uh-oh. Whatever I feel like. Just hanging out. Probably the same as you.
Well, thanks for the drink. The club is a little dead tonight, so it's nice to see a new face. You know anyone here?
Just Tomcat.
Tomcat? That flashy computer kid? They're always here with a group of other geeks. Not really my type. Too busy looking at their toys to see anyone around them. Cute outfits, though. You meeting them here?
Yeah, they're busy. Be careful. They're your type. Flying solo, if you get me.
Oh, I do. I really do.
Oh. Oh dear.
Well, thanks for the drink, but I think I'm gonna play the room a little more. Maybe we'll run into each other again.
Alright then. Let's head out. Now, we need to go here. Market Street.
Well, there are the protesters.
What are they doing? Oh, is he sitting or is he popping it?
I have to admit that I still find the vandalism of Hayden's apartment puzzling. The protests themselves have been entirely peaceful so far, and the human revolution, regardless of the flimsy philosophical ground they stand on, are not a group known for projecting their ideology through unlawful means. The more I research them, the more I have to admit to the statistical conclusion that we're either dealing with a deceptive covert operations scenario, or less likely, a radical splinter group. Still, I doubt it will hurt to ask around. Brian Mulberry is there in the center.
That dude.
Fairlight said he was the one to talk to, and my mesh searches confirm that he is the leader of the local chapter of the Human Revolution organization. He's a bit player on the national scene, but he seems charismatic and camera-conscious from the video clips I've reviewed. Perhaps we could use that to our advantage?
Ooh. Business card.
Hello there! Would you like to hear about the dangers of our country's unchecked use of genetic modification? I have pamphlets. Here, take one.
Oh, for sure. Yannick Fairlight said to introduce myself. I have one of his cards here.
Oh, yes, Yannick called and said something about an investigation into an apartment break-in. He didn't elaborate, and I'm not sure how I might be able to assist with this. But if Yannick is involved, I'll do whatever I can.
No, thank you.
How can I help?
We found Human Revolution graffiti spray painted all over the apartment, and some things were stolen. I was hoping you might be able to point us in the direction of whoever did it.
Ah, well, the Human Revolution certainly does not condone such actions at all. We're a peaceful organization, and threatening people is not going to earn us hearts and minds.
True.
But some of our younger members can be a bit overzealous, as any hot-headed teenager tends to be.
That's fair.
I'll look into this matter personally, and if I discover that any of our younger members were involved, they'll be turned in to the proper authorities. I'll also let Yannick know anything I find out. Is there something else I can help you with?
Can I ask you some questions about the human revolution?
What questions can I answer for you?
What are the ultimate goals of the human revolution?
We hope to educate the public about the dangers of rapid technological advancements. We want to warn the country away from thoughtlessly accepting every scientific discovery we make, before it's too late. We used to say that splitting the atom would surely bring about the end of humankind. But now we're changing the very things that make us human, our biology, with nothing to ensure our safety. The revolution we're after is humanity as a whole making the decision to remain as we were created, and return to how we lived before genetic science put us on the wrong course. This world is Icarus, flying too close to the sun. It's only a matter of time before our arrogance becomes our demise.
Ooh.
Just because we can, doesn't mean we should.
Why protest at this clinic?
Genetic modification is one of the most dangerous sciences we've ever fooled around with. It's playing God on the highest order and threatens to unseat what humanity is altogether.
Jeez.
Cybernetics is a dangerous path as well, selling off pieces of ourselves bit by bit for mechanical strength and resilience. But at least a brain-controlled android is still a human brain, even if in a metal box. There is a reason Congress enacted laws prohibiting highly modified hybrids from breeding. Now, I do not fault the individuals who come here for treatment, many of whom are disabled and deathly ill. If you ask me, genus isn't the kind of therapy they all need. However, we must take a stand against the medical research industry that would have us cast aside our humanity for their miracles.
We do specifically know somebody who would have died if not for this. How do you plan on enacting the social change you want?
At our core, we are a peaceful movement and seek only to convince people to vote according to the truths we reveal to them. The human revolution has faith that American democracy will win out in the end. It falls to us to make sure that people are informed about the daunting and confusing technologies they put their senseless faith into every day. On a personal level, we would like to exhort every individual to try and live more simply and reject any gadget or medicine that would make us less than we are. Is there something else I can help you with?
No, thank you for your time.
Of course! If you have any other questions, feel free to come back. I always have time for the press.
You clearly missed doing real journalism. I'm impressed. I think you're starting to get back into the hard-boiled investigative journalist thing.
Manjoume.
Oh, thank you.
Hopefully we'll get lucky enough to turn up a new lead, even if this one didn't pan out like we'd hoped.
What do you think about what he said? The only thing that overcomes hard luck is hard work, Turing. Sitting here jawing isn't gonna find him.
Ah, Harry Golden. How fitting to use a quote from a newspaper publisher, and I agree with the sentiment. More leads will find us, should we seek them out. Let's keep moving. Don't forget, we're still here to actually break up these protests. Let's see if we can't figure out a solution together. Make sure to look around and think carefully. I'm sure we'll find something.
Ooh, weather ROM.
Let's not. 2's company, 3's a cloud.
Eh.
This kind of ROM requires an RFID key to access it. It appears to be owned by the nearby Hassie Bar.
Hassie. Yeah, let's go here. Ooh. Poster for Magical Commander Yukino, a magical girl VR drama. It's kind of duck thing? Duck Game began as a traditional video game, but has recently become a popular VR sport. All the kids are quacking about it. Another VR poster, a business drama called Tomorrow's Tears. Ooh, a movie poster. What is this? A feature documentary exploring the queer side of virtual reality. Christmas tree. This is the most picturesque Christmas tree imaginable. Its branches are perfectly spaced. Every decoration is placed meticulously. Well, I guess this is the owner, so let's talk to her.
Aww, that is the most adorable little ROM. What kind of model is it? Where did you get it? It's so moe.
Oh.
A lot of otaku come around here, probably because I own the place. I'm used to being able to shoot my mouth off and not explain all the jargon.
Otaku, as in Japanese cartoons?
Yeah, I know it's a bit out of fashion, but I'm a history buff. The past really gives context to stories of the present. You know what I mean?
Yeah, more or less.
I've been to Tokyo twice already.
Yeah.
The old otaku resist the new culture of the saishi in the same way their parents refuse to give up cassette tapes.
The saishi?
Oh, sorry. The saiba shibito. Cyber debt.
Oh, what?
In the early 21st century, Japan had an epidemic of chronic shut-ins, and the rise of direct link virtual reality only made that worse. Suddenly, people weren't just refusing to leave their rooms, they were refusing to leave their heads.
Oh.
But as the technology got better, the saishi were the first to figure out how to use their own brains to sculpt cyberspace. Computers are good at thinking in straight lines, but the human brain is capable of so much more.
Neat.
The best virtual landscapes, the most real VR dramas and games are created by the saishi. Now, even if an earthquake or a meteor or whatever leveled Japan, they'd still have Neo Tokyo built on the VR net. But enough babbling. If you're interested, I'm sure you could find more out on the mesh, or use an induction helmet to visit Neo Tokyo yourself.
Huh, neato.
It's a trip, especially for newbies.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, I never introduced myself, did I? I'm Ramona. I guess there isn't much to tell. I went to college, got a degree, took out a loan, and bought this place. Now I spend my days trying to find enough time and money to sustain my VR drama addiction. My priorities are justice, cute stuff, and magical girls, in that order.
Okay.
What else? I pretty much don't leave the store.
Bummer. You don't seem pleased with the human revolution.
Look, they've got the right to protest, but I don't have to like it.
That's fair.
Once they're done with the hybrids, I know they'll be coming for me next. So I'll be voting appropriately. And if I have to unclog one more toilet because of an entitled, bigoted jerkface, I will lose my goddamn mind!
Jeez. How would they come after you?
Oh, you can't tell? I got a cybernetic arm and leg, thanks to an autocap crash when I was a kid. I also got Neuralinks for VR interfacing.
Ah.
If it was up to those dinosaurs, I'd be stuck in a wheelchair right now. Or worse, depending on how far back they want to push our medical technology.
Oh.
It's already illegal for me to have a rocket-powered fist. What more do they want?
That's so dramatic. So dramatic. Is that your climate control ROM outside?
It does a good job, huh? Yeah, that's mine. Well, technically, it's property of Hassie Holdings. We spent some mints on it, but the rest of the block helps pitch in for maintenance costs since I usually set it to patrol the whole area. You should check it out when we do Christmas in July. It can cover the whole street in snow, as long as it's cloudy enough to keep the sun off. Sort of like today.
Hint, hint. Mind if I take it for a spin?
Sorry, but that thing cost me way too many credits to let just anyone poke at it. I would need to see some serious credentials before I let you mess with it.
Serious credentials, eh?
You know, enough to make sure you can afford to replace it if you break it. Otherwise, no touching. Okay, enjoy your drink and let me know if you need anything else.
Credentials. Pretty sure. I guess that would be a credential.
Dr. Yannick Fairlight. I've heard of him. Super rich guy? Used to own System 1?
They're one and the same.
Why are you giving me his card?
I work for him. He's been looking into buying a climate control ROM like yours.
Yes! He's getting on in years, and it would be useful for when he goes out and about. That's why we wanted to see it before.
I need a close look to make sure it will suit his purposes.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
I guess you can take a peek. Don't bust it, though. I scanned this card, and I swear if you break my ROM, I'll be calling your boss.
That's fine.
Here's the RFID key to access it.
Thank you. This will surely be useful for our needs. Shall we go check it out?
What was it? The RF. Can we just do stuff with it then?
This ROM has multiple different climate control settings. Maybe we could make things a little more festive. Christmas is my favorite season.
Is it?
Should I switch it to snow mode?
Yeah, turn this baby on. Ooh.
It's snowing? Okay, people, I for one didn't bring any winter wear. Let's call it a day for now.
Snow mode deactivated. Huh.
Excellent
Neat.
work! While I still have doubts about the moral superiority of using subterfuge to disperse a protest, we at least accomplished our goal. And to be frank, considering how the human revolution is clearly working against my personal interests, I won't waste many clock cycles puzzling that ethical quandary out.
Fair enough.
Might I draw your attention to those youths over yonder? Counterculture clothing, obvious bad attitudes, and graffiti paraphernalia. Those could be our suspects who damaged my home in the name of revolution.
Couldn't hurt to check it out.
Right. We should approach them cautiously as to not start a confrontation with the wrong individuals. They may even point us to the true culprits. Oh no, they've noticed our attentions. Come along, maybe we can catch them.
Oh, they're running.
We'll never catch them on foot. Hold on, I'm calling for an auto cab of our own. I know it seems a great deal of trouble for such a tenuous lead, but I have a hunch about them. The wicked flee when no man pursueth. The autocab is estimated to take 5 minutes to arrive.
5 minutes? We don't have that kind of time.
We'll never be able to engage in pursuit fast enough to catch up to them. Perhaps we should call Tomcat. Maybe they can do some bit of techno-wizardry and stop that cab.
Good idea. Ring him up.
Excellent. Hold on while I connect us.
Howdy, folks. How's the search for the data cache going?
Actually, that's what we're calling about, Tomcat. We may have located the perpetrators, but they eluded us and are making their escape in an autocab. We attempted to use a cab of our own to tail them, but it hasn't arrived and they're getting away. Can you hack the cab and stop it?
Oof, no can do, little guy.
No.
Security on those cabs is tight, and the dang thing will shut down its external net connection long before I get in. Unless... Oh, I have an idea. Sit tight for just a sec.
Okay.
Alright, that went faster than spit on a skillet.
Ew.
I did a job a few years back and had to break into the city's central traffic network. Do me a favor and don't ask why.
Fair enough.
The back door I drilled into that long ago is still wide open. I'm logging into the traffic management system now. Wait. Oh, shit. They may not have fixed that back door, but they did install a new counter-intrusion VI. Oh, the damn thing is hot on my tail.
What's a VI?
Virtual intelligence. They're kind of like Turing, except less creative and inventive, and definitely not sapient.
Oh.
But they're nasty enough at hunting down hackers and crackers if you're willing to pay for a good one. I gotta take care of this VI. I'm gonna need the two of you to handle the traffic system. Turing, I'm passing control to you.
Oh, okay.
Hold tight. I'm gonna be doing some 2 sets of hands on 1 keyboard kind of hacking. Just push on the map and load it up on Turin's face. Sorry, Turin.
Ooh, they're on the move.
Here's how it works. Use your display map to keep track of their cab and redirect it back to you.
Okay.
You can trigger traffic nodes at intersections so the cab thinks the streets are blocked off. Do it right, and you should be able to steer them right back to you.
Oh, okay.
You just gotta make sure to stop them where you're at, or else they'll just go running off on foot. I'll put a goal marker on the map for you. You can trigger any node on the map at any time, so plan ahead. I'd say you'll have time for 2 moves every time they hit an intersection. If they go off the map, though, you'll lose them. Block every road that leads out of our grid, and watch the places with 3 exits you can't all cover in one go-around. Just hurry. I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to keep this VI from messing on the carpet, and once I kill the connection, this old trick is over.
I'll tap into the cab control node they're currently arriving at. Our top priority is to ensure they cannot leave the area Tomcat's given us access to.
Alright.
I'll mark the southern exit as closed first. We only have time to block off 2 routes before the autocab will make a decision and move. We shouldn't block the route back here. We have to stop them where we can catch them. Once you get them back here, press the big button on top of the map to shortwire the autocab.
Got it.
Be careful. If you stop their ride anywhere else, they'll just run off. What do you think our next move?
Don't let them move east. Block them to the north. I guess to the north. Okay, which way is east? It's west. I guess.
Turn, I can't have you talking. It's messing with the signal.
It's up to you now. Don't let those punks escape. We can access any of the... Got it?
One, two. One, two. One, two. Alright, so block out one. Oops. And two. Stop here.
Ha, we've got them now. Let's
Got
go! I'm gonna go stop them, and then we can interrogate the miscreants.
Yeah, those miscreants. Hey.
What the hell do you want? Who do you think you're messing with, huh? You ain't got nothing on us, and if you don't get out of my way, I'll mess you up.
That was a threat for one, but...
Hey, what do you think we should do? We haven't observed them doing anything illegal, and we could potentially make this go over smoothly. Or we could share news of this encounter with Lexi before things get out of hand. These two seem agitated already, and it may be best to make sure they're handled by the appropriate... Those are the options I deduced. Questions or cops. It's up to you. How do you want to do this? We just have a few questions for you, sirs.
Hey,
If
grill
you'd
'em
be
ourselves.
so kind as to give us a few minutes of your time.
Did you not hear what I...
Maybe we should just answer their questions. I mean, we didn't do anything wrong, right?
Right! We ain't got nothing to hide!
Yeah, I bet. What's the spray paint for?
We're newbie street artists.
You really should hook that around.
These are the tools of our trade!
Okay.
These are all above board and legal.
Mm-hmm.
We just got done making a piece for a client.
That's right! We're artists!
Uh-huh. What's in the bag?
You a cop? Cause
Nope.
if you ain't, we ain't got nothing in the bag!
Why'd you run?
Running? Who's I running from? You calling me a coward?
I don't think that's what they were insinuating.
Right! We just got places to get to, and gotta go fast! You're holding us up!
Gotta go fast. This is ridiculous.
Enough! Stop assuming you can misdirect us with blustery words and feigned ignorance.
Golly.
I've matched the hues of those paints and the patterns of the bottom of your shoes with 95% accuracy to the scene of Hayden Weber's apartment.
Uh-oh.
Now tell us what you were doing there and why you stole Hayden's data cache.
Now you're accusing us of stealing? Why, I oughta...
Chad, I think they're onto us. Maybe we just answer their questions so they don't go to the cops?
Damn it, Oliver! I told you I'm Starfucker now!
I only went along with this because you said we would go to a movie afterwards. I don't even care about this human revolution stuff. Just because you're dad.
Ooh.
Don't talk about my dad. Fine. Whatever. We'll answer your friggin' questions.
Why tag Hayden's apartment? Do you know anything about Hayden's kidnapping, and why did you take the data cache? Let's go with the why did you tag Hayden's apartment?
Aw, man, no big reason. I mean, he's a big hotshot researcher at Parallax, right? We heard a rumor his place was empty. Who's gonna pass up a sweet target like that?
That's a quick rumor.
We don't need any more of this tech shit, like your lippy Rom over there.
Do you know anything about Hayden's kidnapping?
Kidnapped? He's been kidnapped?
Shit! We ain't got nothing to do with that! We just sliced the door controls and trashed the place. Wasn't nobody there!
Why did you take the data cache?
I told you we didn't steal nothing!
Be quiet, Chad. I don't want to go to juvie.
Good idea.
Here, you can have it.
Alright.
Okay, well, thanks for giving it back.
Maybe you should give it. Oh. Maybe you should give up vandalizing people's homes.
Yeah, whatever. Just get out of my way.
We hope you find that Hayden guy, and we're real sorry. We weren't trying to hurt anyone.
He seems like a good kid.
Alright, let's go catch that movie.
Great! Can we get dinner first?
Sure. Whatever you want.
Uh-oh.
That's not right. I'm certain I deactivated snow mode.
You did say it
Incoming call
was
from
deactivated. That's weird.
Hey, folks! Jess just called and told me she has a clear way to the access node. She'll get you inside, and I'll walk you through connecting me so I can access the Parallax network. That should help our hunt.
Sounds good.
Did you get the data cache?
Yes, those punks happen to have it.
Oh, great. We don't have time to worry about it right now, though. Go to Stardust and drop it off with Majid for me, okay? He'll hold it to pass on to me once I get there.
Oh, okay. Majid seems cool.
I managed to trigger an alert within Parallax's network security, and they're going to be moving their logs from one secure server to another. I need y'all in place of that access node before they do. No time for lollygagging.
Oh, man.
No problem, Tomcat. We'll make our way there directly after we return to Stardust. We can worry about the weather ROM's malfunction later. Let's go. Our mission for Jess is done.
Okay then, we're back here.
Welcome to Stardust.
Yeah, alright.
There's Majid. We should leave this data cache with him first, like Tomcat asked.
Data cache.
Alright! Tomcat asked me to take that off your hands and pass it on to them later. Thanks for getting it to me. I won't pester you about what it is. I know things are always very hush-hush with Tomcat.
Yes.
I'll make sure they get it later today.
For good reason.
Excellent. Thank you.
Hey, there's the poster from that one girl. Opens on Christmas.
I've saved the location to my memory. Let's check it out after the investigation.
Right on. I guess we're done here. Or are we not? Market Street. Hospital. DG Park. Or do we have to actually talk to her?
Welcome to Star.
Yeah, that's fine. So we're gonna talk to her first. Okay, we left him for sure in the start. Oh, yeah, I think we have everything we need. What's going on here that we need to worry about?
Welcome to Stardust.
Hey, good to see you. Enjoy your...
Come back and hang out with us anytime.
Yeah, it's cool, but got stuff to do.
You again? All right, I'll let you in.
Oh, okay.
But you better stay out of trouble.
Oh, I'll try. Oh, here's Caitlin.
This is exactly what I needed to get my mind off things.
You are still just standing there, but fair enough. Broke. Now, let's talk.
Hey, I heard from my friends down the street that the protesters are gone. Must have been you, huh? Alright then. I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt and return the favor.
Thank you.
Tomcat said that if you got to an old abandoned access node, you might be able to find out what happened to Hayden.
Alright.
I called up a buddy who's on night shift for Parallax tonight. He can buzz you in. But if anything happens, you broke in.
Got it.
This puts us at about even. Don't think about drawing any more debits for a while.
Okay.
Good luck. Keep me out of your shit.
Oh. Good enough. Quick talk to Brooke.
I'm ashamed to say I've gone on a few assy spike benders in my time.
Alrighty then. Anything else from Caitlin?
I kind of feel like dancing now. Want to join me?
Any other time, surely, but not today. Let's do this first. Dunk pouch.
This is the place Tomcat said we should head to. Unassuming and quiet. I'll be honest, I don't think I would be in this section of the city without Jess giving us the all clear.
That's fair.
The crime statistics are quite alarming, so let us get done with our errand here and move on to safer ground.
Don't be worried about being mugged. Hope she sticks her half of... Oh, I hope she sticks to her half of the bargain. Could see your self-preservation routines working overtime.
I am no coward. I resent the accusation. After all, I didn't see you arguing against doing that favor for Jess. But I don't feel like debating the merits of being prudent with you. Tomcat is waiting for us, and maybe we can wrap this whole investigation up once and for all.
You got an attitude. Alright, let's check this out. Oop.
Parallax Lock, AN-19 security.
Hello?
Yes, can I help you?
We're, friends of Jess.
I was wondering when you'd get there.
Hey.
You're at the access node on Cesar Chavez in Indiana, right?
Sure.
That's right.
Good. Be quick. Don't touch anything. Got it? This conversation never happened. And you're on your own if you get caught out there.
Oh, okay.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oh, thank you.
This is it. Let's go inside, and I'll call Tomcat. This place doesn't look like it's had any maintenance in years. I hope the systems are still functional.
Me too.
Oh, I forgot you can't see in darkness. Maybe that switch over there adjusts the lighting.
Light switch. And... Oop, call?
Oh, Tomcat is pinging us. Forwarding video and audio.
Howdy!
What up?
Y'all at the access node?
Sure am.
I'm set to slice in once Turn makes physical access.
Of course, Tomcat. Just walk me through how to connect myself, and I'll give you the necessary system permissions to use me as an interface.
Just patch yourself into the links terminal down there, and I should be able to get started.
Okay.
Connecting wirelessly to it now. Permissions granted.
All right.
Please be careful in there.
Don't worry, doll. I'm an old hand at this. You won't notice a thing. 1 sec. Oh, shoot. Y'all have a bit more to do before I can get the info we need.
Aw.
This system's still running on old cassettes, and the recall slot is empty. Can't call up Hayden's info file without it. There should be a cassette on the opposite side of the wall we can overwrite with the recall program.
Okay.
Pretty sure all that one was used for was phone monitoring. You know, from back when phone networks were separate from data networks. I swear, y'all, I just turned 22. Anyways, we need to move that cassette across the room to access the records.
Okay.
Figure out how to do that, and hit me back up when you've done it.
Let's see. Wires, terminal, cassette row, hanging wires. Probably not great. Display screens, utility arm. Can't even reach it. Maybe there's another way to move this thing. Utility arm guide.
According to this poster, the data cassettes can only be moved by using the links panel to control the utility arm.
Links panel. Okay. Gamma. Welcome to Links. Access security records. Let's operate the data transfer arm. So, track arm, turn arm, move arm left. Okay, so extend arm, track arm, turn arm, move arm right, then extend arm.
Nice job!
Thank you.
I'm gonna put some more pressure on them to move the data now, and we'll see if we can't slurp it right out of this network trunk.
Gross.
You would have thought that someone would have noticed and decommissioned this access node when the neighborhood went to hell, but this mouse is happy to play while the cat is away.
Why is this place usable for us anyway? Why would they move the data? Let us know when you're done.
Way back when I was a youngin', when I first hacked into Parallax's network, I mostly did it to make a point, yeah? They were just about to launch the MeshNet system, and I wanted to show the whole darned world that their security had more holes in it than Swiss cheese.
I like Swiss cheese.
Of course, I wasn't too shy about poking in a few more holes of my own devising while I was there. After putting in some more tricky software backdoors, I went ahead and deleted this access node off the maintenance schedule. Then I reassigned the guy who was supposed to keep an eye on it to a different location. They were in the process of buying up a whole gaggle of these nodes in preparation to set up a private network for themselves.
Like saying gaggle. Or they like saying gaggle.
All just to use for the MeshNet launch. Maybe a little too confident of them. Most of the software holes have been patched out as they've upgraded their network, but this old place is just as forgotten as I left it.
But, why would they move the data?
I've been targeting one of their data centers with a botnet-driven DDoS attack, hitting every port into its network that I can find. Ain't likely to do much, but toss in a few attempts to crack the firewall and their VIs are shitting bricks. It's standard procedure for them to move their sensitive data to a different data center in case the attacker actually gets in. Make enough noise and it'll scare them enough into taking some defensive action, which is where we want them.
Makes sense.
The files are more vulnerable in transit.
Well, let us know when you're done.
Now y'all just hold tight. I'll be done with this lickety-split. Surveillance camera footage.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God. Oh, Turin. I'm so sorry.
What is it, Tomcat? What did you find?
He's gone, Turin.
Ooh, that's heavy.
Of course he's gone, Tomcat. That's why we're here.
Shit. I mean, he's gone, Turin. Hayden is dead.
Oh. Ooh.
Well, that obviously isn't right, Tomcat. Why would they kill him?
Good question.
Can you send me the relevant files? You must have missed something.
Well,
I don't think you should see it, but if you're sure.
I think you missed something.
Parallax.
I just saw a video of it.
Had security cam footage from the hallway outside Hayden's apartment encrypted on their network. Just a short clip. It looks like Hayden started to struggle with a couple of big dudes when they broke through the door and one of them shot him.
No.
I also found some chatter about it on some darknet channels. It wasn't a kidnapping. Somebody went there to murder him.
Oh.
I'm so damn sorry.
Oh. That little robot's sad.
Thank you for your assistance in this matter, Tomcat.
Oh, he's
think
sad.
I'll walk back to the apartment.
Oh.
I need some time to run some calculations about this new scenario. If you'll excuse me.
Oh.
Should you follow them?
Oh, I need some time myself.
If you say so. I'm gonna keep digging through this data until they kick me out of the system. I'll try to find some kind of lead on why this whole thing started in the first place. Maybe I can find something out about who killed Hayden and why Parallax has a copy of the footage.
That part is odd.
It ain't much of a silver lining, but we have the answer on Hayden's fate.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Maybe it's time to call it quits. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.